Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Debbie. This is my crafty den, and this is the little tiny journal that I just started working in recently. I've actually only done one spread, another fall, another turned page. I wanted to do another fall spread in here, but I'm thinking this fall book. This is the new Autumn Tales, pictures and backgrounds from Mary Me's Small Art. I know that I saw in here, I saw a landscape background page in here. At least I'm pretty sure I did. So let me just take a peek. Oh, it was this one. No, I do not want to cut this one down smaller. I want to use that in its entirety. So I think I'm going to pop back here to this one because this image right here to me is absolutely gorgeous. It's almost like my favorite picture in this whole book. So there's nothing in this image that I don't like. Absolutely nothing. And I do kind of want to have the edges to be ripped. So I'm just very carefully going to do this all the way around this picture. So I have to say that is a lot harder than fussy cutting. It really, really is. And I want half of this image. I want this fold to be straight up. So I'm gonna tear this right down the middle, but I want this one to be fairly straight, even though it's a torn edge. So I'm just gonna use my ruler and do this because I wanna keep it back a little wee bit from the center here, although I want to keep it a whole image. Now I do want to work on a background, and I'm looking at these colors, and I have this red oxide that I've used before, and I have this green, and this green is gorgeous. It is called peeled paint, and I'm going to use it to create a background here. This is a beautiful fall color, this peeled paint. There, I've got that down. Now I want to even dull this down. So I'm going to grab the vintage photo and I'm going to go around my edges. I'm not going to go out the middle, no. And this is Vintage Photo Distress ink. So I'm going to put these two images down here like this, just leaving a little wee space in between because I want it to be a continuous picture. I just don't want it to bind in the middle. I think I need a little more of this in here further. And do I need a little bit of this? I kind of like that. I like that dirty background look of the mix of all these different colors. So I'm going to put this down. I love this image. I love this industrial lamp. I think I pointed these things out when I did the flip through of this book. These books on the shelf, the little pots with, this one's got a little pumpkin and some plants in it, and then the little leaf garland across the bottom here. I just love everything about this, absolutely. So I'm going to use my gel medium to put this down. One of the things that I like about this gel medium to use as an adhesive is so far it hasn't buckled this paper. I want some more detailing around it. And to do that, I think I'm going to do some stamping. This one's just got some dots. These are both just panels that I got off of Temu. These little dots would be kind of cool. Maybe I'll do some of that on here and see how it looks. There, that's perfect. Some more of those dots I think, just kind of, so instead of having it all behind my background, the inking kind of overlaps onto the background. And I think I like that. Now I need something else, and I want, ooh, I love this. So if you look at the colors that I put in the background, I ended up with this kind of this yellowy image, which is very fall, but it's very close to the colors that are in these little characters. Ooh, she'd fit. And look at how perfect she is with this coloring. I love her, absolutely love her. So let's see. Yes, I love her. And do I love him too? They look like a pair, right? Yes. So if I put him over here, and I put her over here, like this. Let me fussy cut these and see. And I want to put one on this side and one on this side. But she doesn't have wings. They both have almost identical sweaters on, just a little bit different in the shading. So I don't think I want this to be a fairy. They could be just like little woodland people. And they don't even have to be little woodland people. I'm going to take the white out between her legs. Oh, aren't they sweet? And they kind of just finish off my page. This is going to be a very simple journal page. I kind of want this to be like transitioning from fall, because this is typical fall, into early part of winter. And that's what this looks like, with just a couple of leaves left on the trees. I mean, it could be snowing, right? I'm going to grab my gel medium and take my brush back out of the water. And I'm going to put this little fella down first. And over here as far as I can. There, so that kind of takes it all the way across the 2 pages now, and I love these 2 images, and I love this. It's almost as if they're standing both sides of a big window. So I love the way that this looks. Some really cute little sentiments here. Leaves are falling, golden harvest days, but I love this sweater weather season. Of course, that's the sentiment I'm going to use. I love their sweaters. And I'm going to divide this into 3 words so that I can put it up here at the top. And I'm going to put sweater weather season. I think it's perfect. I'm just going to use my art glitter glue to glue this down. I'm really loving the gel medium. So I've never used it before. I've used it now. This is, I think, my only my second journal page with it. And I've got to say, I love it. It dries beautifully matte, just the way I wanted it to. It is the let me see. It is, I put gel medium matte on here, but it's Montmartre medium gel matte. But I got it from Amazon, and they glued the label, the shipping label, right on the front. So my whole label pulled off when I tried to take that label off. So I will link it down below if anyone is interested. Sweater weather season. I have a archival ink graphic number 1 to just go around my words. And I think I'm going to do some dots and dashes around the outside edge. And it's very subtle, but it's there, and it does finish it off nicely. And I have a teeny tiny, little tiny piece to cut off here, here, and right here. And I'm gonna get a little bit of water on my brush. And I'm gonna take my Inktense pencils in Sun Yellow and Poppy Red together. And I'm going to put a little red, a little yellow. I just want an orange, a soft orange color. There. Mostly yellow here. That's better. Just a little highlight around the outside edge there. I'm gonna turn this around because it makes it easier for me. And I'm gonna do a little highlight. Instead of a shadow, I'm gonna do a little highlight behind my little fella here. Just a glow. An absolute glow behind them. Mostly yellow with just a tiny hint of that red in there. There. Then I'm going to take my black, my ink black, and not using much water, I'm just going to put a little line under here. I'm not going to take it all the way across. I'm just going to ground their feet just a little bit. Just a little bit. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm not going to do too much on these guys. And I'm going to call this one done. So I think everybody has their own whatever they like to use for their splatter. I've explained many times that my favorite is to just use one of these little pill bottles because they're airtight, and fill it about halfway with paint and then the rest of the way with water. Shake it up, and I like using that for my splatter. It's about the right consistency for me. Oh, before I do this, I need some of these little scraps here. I need to put that over her face, and one over his face. That might be a little big. There, that's better. I don't care if I get any on their hair. I just don't want it right on their face. So, splatter, let's do it. Going a little heavy there. And then a little heavy over here. And I've got these streaks. and then it'll lighten out and I can just put it all over the rest of it. So there you have it, my splatter, not on their faces, but really heavy everywhere else. I'll let you take a look. So if you like this one, please give it a thumbs up. Let YouTube know that you're watching, of course. And comment down below. Let me know what you think of the teeny tiny journal. And answer a question for me. Do you like the small one? Or do you like the large one? Or are you a kind of somewhere in the middle person? Also, if you haven't subscribed to my channel yet, I would really love if you'd do that before you left so you can come back and see what I'm up to. I'll see everyone in the next one. Until then, bye-bye for now, everyone. Have a really, really wonderful day. Bye.